Hello. Have you ever wondered how a tiny little germ can make you feel so crummy? Well, today we're going on an adventure into the microscopic world to meet some fascinating and sometimes troublesome characters, the infectious agents. So, exactly what are infectious agents? Think of them as tiny living and sometimes not quite living things that sneak into our bodies and cause trouble. We call this an infection. They're microscopic invaders trying to set up camp inside us. Let's meet our first group, bacteria. These are single-celled organisms, and they're everywhere, in the soil, in water, and even inside you. Most bacteria are harmless, even helpful, like the ones in your gut that help you digest food. But some bacteria are the bad guys. Think about strep throat or food poisoning. These are caused by bacteria. We often treat bacterial infections with antibiotics, which are special weapons that target and destroy bacteria. Next up, we have viruses. Now, these are a bit different. Viruses are super tiny, even smaller than bacteria, and they're not really considered alive on their own. They need to hijack the cells of other living things to reproduce. Think of them as tiny pirates that invade our cells and force them to make more pirates. The common cold, flu, and even chickenpox are caused by viruses. Antibiotics do not work against viruses. Our bodies usually have to fight them off on their own or sometimes with the help of antiviral medications. Our third group is fungi. You've seen fungi as mold growing on breads and mushrooms in the forest. Some fungi are also infectious agents. Think about athlete's foot or ringworm, those itchy skin conditions which are caused by fungal infections. We often treat these with antifungal creams or other medications. And finally, we have parasites. These are organisms that live on or inside other living things and benefit by taking resources from their host. Parasites can range in size from tiny single-celled organisms like the ones that cause malaria to larger worms. Treatment for parasitic infections depends on the specific parasite. So how do these tiny invaders get from one person to another? We call it the chain of infection. First, there needs to be an infectious agent. Next, a place where it lives and grows, called the reservoir. A way for it to leave the reservoir, a port of exit, like coughing or sneezing. A way for it to travel, mode of transmission, like through the air, direct contact, or contaminated food. A way for it to get into a new person, portal of entry, like through the nose or mouth, and finally, a susceptible host, someone who can get infected. The good news is we can break this chain and protect ourselves. Simple things like washing your hands regularly, covering your mouth and nose when you cough or sneeze, and getting vaccinated are all super important. Vaccinations help your body build defenses against the specific viruses and bacteria before you ever encounter them. It's like having tiny superheroes ready to fight off the invaders. And let's not forget about our own immune system. This amazing network of cells and organs is constantly working to protect us from infectious agents. The immune system can recognize invaders and launch attacks to get rid of them. Sometimes, though, the invaders are too strong or we haven't encountered them before, which is when we might get sick. So the world of infectious agents is vast and fascinating. While some of these tiny organisms can cause us trouble, understanding how they work and how they spread empowers us to protect ourselves and others. By practicing good hygiene and staying informed, we can all be germ busters. Thank you for listening.